All right, we are sharing again. Hold on, I'm just chatting. Oh, no, there was not a week 5. Melinda canceled it. What we are going to do is tack that on at the end. So, well, we're going to do week 5 lesson next week. And then at the end, instead of having 2 lessons in a row, it's going to be 3 lessons in a row. So we're just going to move our lesson plan agenda forward. And that is how we are doing that. All right, good question. Okay, that out of there. All right, let me reshare. The problem is this cursor keeps jumping up and Xing me out of my boxes, and I have to not touch the X. I have no clue what's wrong with my computer right now. Hold on, let's try this again. All right, sharing that. Okay, not touching anything, not touching anything. Presentation mode. I gotta move us. Not touching anything else. Okay, we are on. Don't X out of this accidentally. Good Lord. All right, the one day Stacy's not here. It's my cat theory. Okay, today, for about 5 minutes, we're going to be covering personal transformations. AMP Up is all about personal transformation. So everything is starting with your transformation story, and that is your basis for affinity to attract the clients that are going to want to be like you, listen to your advice, and basically copy everything that you did to transform your own body. And that doesn't necessarily mean that if you lose 50 pounds, you can only attract people that need to lose weight or need to lose 50 pounds. So don't judge who's going to be inspired by you, but just keep in mind it is about your personal transformation and you actually proving to everybody in the outside world that you know your shit, starting with yourself. Being a product of the product, that cliche phrase. You can't make being authentic and real. We're going to get into that for a minute. Master your own body and life. Yes. Live your best, authentic, and fit all year round. Yes. During the holidays, during New Year's resolutions, during the period of winter when nobody wants to do anything except for Lisa because she has better weather than us. So yes, during all of that. Journal your journey, literal or figuratively. Okay, let's get into it. All right. An inspiration. What is this? What did Melinda do to this? Okay, living a transformed life. Okay, so as you guys know, we're in the process of collecting everybody's transformation stories at every part of the process. So the previous classes that have already been through the Fit Coach Academy, we have a lot of material already collected from them. We have photo shoots, and we're collecting all of this for this master documentary series that Todd's going to be putting together this year for Amazon and other distribution outlets. But all of this is a collection process, and you can't underestimate how much stuff we actually need to tell these stories. So all the pictures, all the journaling, all the Facebook posts, all those moments where you think you're going to give up, all those moments where you want to throw in the towel, all of that is a very important part of your story and this process. So this is all about people and the different connection points, like everything Kelly's been through over the past year. All of that, that's all where the gold is. So all the shit that you've gone through over the past year, 2 years, whatever years, all of that, now is the time when we actually turn that into gold. So Irina is another great example of that. Irina went through the whole process of losing her baby weight in a 4-month period, getting ready for one of our photo shoots. She was one of our first Coach Academy classes. And that is part of her story. So now she's turning around and using that story to inspire people she works with, her family members, new people she's meeting, but then she's also inspiring Stacy, who's getting ready to have her baby, that yes, you can turn everything around and you can lose your baby weight in a very short period of time if you focus and get your priorities straight. Living the dream. All right, so wearing the uniforms, wearing the outfits. We are in the process of getting more outfit and uniform and cool, badass saying t-shirts mocked up with one of my designers and getting all of that stuff on the website. So we're going to have a whole new line of clothes and cool fitness wear And honestly, what you wear when you're walking around, whether it's at the gym or in the grocery store, that is one of the easiest ways to actually promote yourself and promote what you do. And then have people come up and say, like, oh, what's Amp Up? Where did you get that shirt? What is that company? What do you do? What's that Fit Coach thing? So just be aware of that, that it's not just you're wearing a t-shirt to the gym, it's you're marketing yourself, and people see your work ethic and they see, oh my God, she looks like she's driving for a goal. That's not normal. Somebody that actually looks goal oriented around the gym. So Kim, when you're at the gym and you're doing cardio, because we have a goal. So Kim and I have a goal. She checks in with me every morning while are you drinking coffee at that time or is it? All right. So I'm drinking my coffee and I'm checking in on these two girls in the morning and we're having a little chat for the day. How many people would you say actually look like they have a goal? Okay, she said 2 or 3. I look around and I look at what I look like in the mirror compared to other people, and I know I look goal oriented. And I've had a number of women come up to me at the gym and they're like, oh my God, what are you training for? Like, what do you do? Like, what do I need to lift heavier weights? Like, what do I need to do? And so it's a really good conversation starter. I try to keep my head down and avoid eye contact with men at the gym because they will also try to come over to you. So unless you're looking to use the gym like a bar and use it to get picked up, just avoid eye contact. All right. We'll get to product promotion later. Practice exercises for each muscle group found in the Amp Up Sports app. This is one of the most disconjointed presentations ever. Okay, there's a lot of good shit in the Amp Up Sports app. Next. Why is it frozen now? Hey, we went backwards. Oh, okay. All right. There's 2 recipes. This is horrible. Really? Are we at that point in the school already? All right, I got to double check this with Melinda. She's going to be having a call with you to discuss your personal brand and your personal narrative and story. Apparently, we're at that part of the school already. Recipe assignment for the week. Okay, protein mug cake ingredients. So you can do this with whey protein powder, or if you're lactose intolerant, you can also do this with the egg white. Just be aware that if you use the egg white, don't cook it as long, because I don't know if you guys have ever had popovers, but this becomes like an egg white version of a popover and the consistency gets really weird. But other than that, I love mug cakes. So yes, definitely try this out. Melted butter, protein powder. This is amazing, by the way, with the Butterfinger protein powder and any of the ones with little toffee bits, even like the caramel apple one. If you're in the mood for that flavor, it is amazing. So you can literally make this recipe with any of our protein powders. And then also, okay, this is mug cake also. Okay, sorry guys, this presentation totally sucked today. All right, we are done with that. See if I can not exit. Okay, we made it to the workout bars. Okay, so today we are going to need 1 heavy dumbbell and then 2 light to medium dumbbells. I will say the light to medium dumbbells, we're going to be doing these and then the reverse. So make sure that they're extra light. This is more of a shoulder therapy prehab athletic training exercise. So make sure that they're light enough that you can actually control the shoulder blades. Where are you going? Oh yeah, the love machines. Okay, so heavy dumbbell, 2 lighter dumbbells, and today the reason why Kasara got a special invite is because this is a more realistic looking group session as far as the personalities and the number of people, and so this is more real life. Okay, so everything's free. So the base is free, and everything else is free. All the color coded stickers stuff. Well, yeah, I used to do that. That's what you want. All right, so we're going to start by warming up. Start by jogging in place, get the blood flowing, and go. Start warming up, jogging it out. Yes. Yes, Kim? What'd she eat today? What'd she eat? The other reason I told Kasara to come is because it is an acquired skill to keep the workout flowing and keep the conversation flowing. So take note of that today. That's why she's here. Yes, Kasara. She has something to say? Is she gonna leave you and not get you right home? Is that what you're afraid for? Snap kick. Snap kick. Yeah, you guys are all alone at home at this point. We'll just keep you in the back. Now you'll see where Melinda has to ride when we go on family trips together. You like? That's true too. Let's do knee circles, alternating. Get that knee up higher than the hip joint. Take it out to the outside. Adam, Melinda and I were going at it about something earlier, and I was like, oh no, I've seen those two fight. They're fine. They're fine. Sarah's not scared. Kim's not scared. Straight leg, Frankenstein kicks. Use this to really get the hamstrings stretched out. Hamstrings insert at the low back. So especially this time of year when everybody's swaddled and not going outside walking and moving your hip joints around as much, hamstrings get tight, and then that's actually what makes the low back feel tight and makes the low back hurt. So more importantly, stretch them out, get them warmed up, and then that'll help also reduce low back pain. Jog in place again. That is so distracting when you're playing horror rap. I think she walked it over. That is horrible. I'm trying to take it over. Perfect. Snap kicks. He's listening to horror rap and it's blaring. And if you haven't listened to horror rap, go ahead and look that up on YouTube after this. It's so bad. Oh yeah, that's even louder. So what is it like? Heavy metal rap? Think about a really angry kid. It doesn't sound like rap. It's not like a rap-based beat. So then you have screaming vocals, and they're all, it's almost like a mumble rap. Like you have no fucking clue what they're saying at all. And then it's like bass beat, screaming white boy voice. And then I'm like, oh my God, I have no clue what these lyrics are. Knee circles to the outside. Again, control your environment. If there's horror rap playing and you can't speak and talk over it, fix that. Tell your boss to turn it down. Also, fans, if people are having hot flashes. Oh, or you're just overheating, whatever it is. I'm sure everybody's semi-comfortable in your environment. They're not going to be comfortable when they start doing squats. Frankenstein kicks, final one, getting those hamstrings warmed up. What? You think I'm so and cut. All right, so heavy dumbbell. You're going to be holding it right here on either side. We're doing a step up overhead press. Because it's heavy and because it's right in front of your nose, you don't have to go all the way up and extend it. Just get it up to where your elbows are still slightly bent and then back down. This is going to really get the heart rate up. So we're starting with this. Step up, engage your glutes, get the overhead press, get the heart rate up. Yes, if you can alternate legs without tripping on your step, then please do so. Some people can't, and in that case, it's like, no, just keep doing whatever you do, not fall over. All right, alternating feet, step up and go. Keep going. And cut. Good. Hands down on your step. Butt kickers, either non-impact or jog it out. Okay, get set, go. After this, we're going back to that step up. We'll go back to our step up, and we'll go back to our butt kickers. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Heavy dumbbell. Back to step up. Overhead. Oh, cut. Butt kickers. Get set. Go. How did this thing just automatically mute me all of a sudden? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, and when it put me back on, it muted me. Okay, well, we're back. Ooh. 10 more seconds here. Okay, right. All right. Heavy dumbbell. Hold it this runner here, goblet style. Sissy squat. You get on my stool here. All right, so you want your butt to go down. This is not a very good stool. You want your butt to be down in that low parallel position, and then you're just going to pulse it out there. If somebody has bad knees, they obviously can't go that low. You can let them do a less deep pulse squat. Just make sure that when they go less deep, they're still leaning their weight back into their heels and into their glutes. Because when somebody does a shallow squat, they have a tendency to put their weight in their toes and their quads, and therefore in their knees. So if somebody's doing a shallow squat, make sure they're sitting their butt back. You can also have them hold on to something to get the form correct. Everybody else, pick up your heavy dumbbell. Get your asses down. Go. Yep. Good. No, Kim just says everything's human. Put your feet a little bit wider though, because you're tall. Yes. Kim, put your feet or your heels neutral. Let's try to not turn everything out as much. Yeah. Kim is everything similar with her toes turned out. And we're trying to have some variety for glutes. Fiery. Kasara, she just gets her on low on everything. That's Kasara low. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, next. This is a variation on our ankle squat. This is actually one that I learned from Chuck. They're great for warm-ups, great for mobility, and I like to throw them into the beginning of my warm-up. You can't see my toes because I don't fit on the entire screen, but grab the tippy toes of your shoes and you're going to go from legs straight to down into a squat, and then press out on your knees with your elbows, and then straighten everything up, down and press out. Straighten everything up, down and press out. This is going to, because you're gripping on your toes, force your hips to open up and create a really good stretch to this whole area. So, and it gets you winded because it's using your glutes. So grab your toes, start with a good stretch in the hamstrings. Take it down, open up those hips. Go. Yeah. Good. Yep, there you go. Another thing, we were just talking about the stance of Addie versus the stance of Kim and the depth of Kasara squats. Sorry, Irina, you're but you will notice a lot of variation in squat form, especially in women, and it has to do with a lot of different factors. The length of the femur, the size of the femur, the width of the hips, the width of the hip bones, the positioning, the amount of turnout. So there's not a right or a wrong look and way to squat. It really does depend on each person's ergonomics. Cut. Going back to our sissy squat. And so the more you get familiar with somebody's form, the more you can offer them corrections. And like with Kim, like I said, she does everything wide and toes turned out. We're trying to get her to neutralize a little bit more, just because each different position, you're working your glute muscles different, and we're trying to balance everything out for overall athleticism and power. Get set. Sissy squats. Go. Now, when it comes to Irina, we had to figure out, because she has such long, small Russian ballerina, she has such long limbs that we had to figure out what her squat form was going to be and what her deadlift form was going to be. And so we literally just figured out like 2 weeks ago. And so she literally looks like a little spider monkey that she deadlifts now, because she has to have her feet out with what for me or any other short person would be sumo. So her feet are basically sumo, but then her arms are so long, her arms are so wide that it's not sumo because they're going outside of her knees. 8 more seconds. So again, it depends on each person. And so when people are saying, am I doing it right? Is she doing it right? Is she doing it wrong? Look at them, but then assess it for each individual situation. Good, cut. Down for your ankle squats, toe squats, whatever you want to call them. Grab your feet toes. Okay. All right, grab your tippy toes, good stretch. Open up the hips at the bottom, back up, get set, go. Good. Can you feel how one hip wants to stay higher than the other? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so this is also a really good diagnostic for hip evenness. So Kim kept getting, during the powerlifting meet, a red light on one side because one hip didn't want to go low enough and the other one was fine. So this is part of us working in the off season on evening out her hips. Cut. All right. Okay. One of your lighter dumbbells. What did I write? Write stuff up. Yeah, we're changing. 2 of your light dumbbells. We are going to start with both of them overhead. You're going to do a step up and then do a knee pull, and then the dumbbells go back up. So alternating, hike the knee up, dumbbells come down on either side. That's what we're going to do here. All right. Standing, start with the dumbbells up. Get set. Go. Step it up. Pull that knee up. Yeah. It's a little awkward with the dumbbells. 12 is 1. So probably a little heavy for this. Yeah. Your aerobics fix for you. Yeah, so you should notice this one, get your heart rate jacked up real fast. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Next. Hands on your step. Getting cut off, but I'm on a step. Feet are out wide. We're going to do a push up. Try to touch your chest to the step. Tap, tap. When you do your tap, do not waddle your butt side to side. That's why your feet are out wide for stability. So push up, touch your chest, tap, tap. Push up, tap, tap. If you need to modify, drop it down on your knees. If you can do a couple on your toes and then you have to drop to your knees, that's okay too. Get set. Go. Good. Yes, good. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back up. Step up, knee pull with the dumbbells in both hands. All right. Get set. Go. Yes, good. Good. Looking good. This was hard, I know. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Down for your push-ups, which also leads me to the point of make sure throughout the workout, you're helping set correct expectations for your clients, because they're automatically going to go into something and already have a judgment of if this should be hard or if this shouldn't be. And when they're wrong, then they're going to feel like it's their fault and they're going to think they suck at this exercise and as an exerciser in general. So resetting expectations when something's hard, make sure you validate those people and say, no, this is actually really hard. Like, you're fine. This is actually really hard. That's another thing, that when people come back after the holiday, they're going to be more winded. They're going to be breathing harder. Everything's going to be harder to do because their body's burning off the shit they just ate for the past 2 or 3 weeks. And they've usually been out of their normal exercise routine. So again, make sure you validate that and say, no, this is actually hard today. Like, I'm making you do hard shit today. It's okay. Your body's getting back into it, just so they don't feel like they're literally failing in the middle of your workout, because nobody wants to feel like a failure. And you are there to make them feel like they are succeeding. And so then that's the only way that they are going to actually succeed in reality. All right, get set. Push up, tap, tap, and go. And when everybody's breathing really heavy, take up a conversation, use about 30 seconds conversating with them, and then direct them back into the routine. And when you fight like a Sarah, who just gets mad in the middle of the workout and doesn't want to talk anymore, nice shoes is to breathe it out and start moving again. Oh, big for her. You literally are like bipolar when you work out. Like, you'll be halfway through the workout and quit talking to me, and afterwards you'll be like, "Hey, bye, see you tomorrow." 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Also, Irina's another good example of this. So Irina has MS, but she manages so well naturally that nobody really knows. Of course, nobody knows that. Of course, she tells me that afterwards. So, yeah. So anyway, when I was training Irina for powerlifting, part of what we've had to work on extra is balancing and stability. And so there was a point when she was getting mad at her legs and she was like, damn it, why won't my legs work? And so then I had to calm her down and tell her, no, I'm actually making you do really hard shit for real. Like part of this is MS, part of this is I'm actually making you do hard shit. So she's over here struggling, trying to lift heavy ass weights on a light exercise. And she's also having an MS relapse. These are the things you have to work your way through as a trainer and figure it out as you go. But managing expectations, managing everybody's emotions so everybody can be hopefully in a better mood than when they came. All right, stand it up. Now you have your light dumbbells, your actual light dumbbells, because these are actually hard. We are going to be doing, start with good posture, breathe in, rib cage up, front lateral raise to a side T, and then take it down. Make sure when you do these, you are never going across your delt line. So we are never breaking above the delts. I would rather you keep it down a little below the delts, if anything. That's going to keep the rotator cuff and the lats engaged and the delt. So after you break that delt line, all of a sudden we've changed the muscles that are firing, and this is not the same exercise. So 2 dumbbells. Just push all the buttons accidentally on that. Front, side, down. We have more horror rap in the background. There's a lot going on today. Get set. Oh, great. Already playing my powerlifting. And go. Okay. Come on, buddy. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. She just doesn't want to. 5 more seconds. So this is a shoulder therapy exercise and a prehab exercise. This is great for the rotator cuff. Make sure you keep it light. Do not push it on the weights on this one. Cut. Okay. Step, plank, walk up. Plank position, feet out wide, just like for a push-up. Walk it up to the step, walk it back down. Walk it up, walk it back down. This is going to burn out your shoulders, but it's really going to burn out your lower abs. Keep squeezing them so tight during every single walk up and walk down. Get set. Go. No. Good, halfway through. Make sure as your body starts to fatigue during this, you're still keeping your abs nice and tight. Five seconds. 2, 1. Good. Back up. Front, side, down. Front, side, down. All right. Get set. Go. Well, the good news is you'll be doing my arms tomorrow because you don't bench press, so we good on that. I got some new hyper deadlifts to do tomorrow. Oh, you're already excited about those. Yeah. You gonna love those? Okay. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Down for your walk-ups again. Walk up, walk down. Get set. Go. Karina, would you like to stretch? Next, we're going to be doing side, front, and down. And flip the pen, go into your toes. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, you're going to be the 8s, and Karina's at the 10s, and then Kim is going to have the 12s. Yeah. 15 seconds. So how did you discover there was a flare up? How did you discover there was a flare up? Oh, cut. Stand up, grab those same light dumbbells. If you need to take it down another notch, go for it, because now we're going to be doing the opposite, up to the side, to the front, and then control it on that lateral raise on the way down. So we just did some dumbbell shuffling here. Yes, we're reconfiguring. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and then just keep your wrist flipped over. Keep your wrist flipped over. Yeah. Yes, go the opposite direction. So side, front, and then down. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So again, keep everything below your delts, up to the side. Keep your boobs popped out, left, pull back. So up to the side, to the front, and then controlled on the way down. Don't let your body collapse when you're doing the front laterals negative. So don't collapse forward with your shoulders. Also, don't collapse forward with your, well, collapse back with your hips. No collapsing. Stay there. Okay. Side, front, control on the way down. Go. Yes. Good. Yes. Kind of like whatever the, not the, is it the iron? Oh yeah, iron cross that men do in gymnastics. Kind of like the iron cross. As hard as I can say, fucking iron cross. Okay, but keep your wrists facing down. So when they come in, keep them, yeah. Yeah. Good job, Abby. Good. You what? Yeah, well, spots yesterday. Bend your knees a little bit. Keep your abs tight. Yes, yes, yeah. Keep those abs extra tight. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Good. Like this, you're doing step toe taps. Either step it out, non-impact version, or jog it out, tap it out. You pick. Get set. Go. Good. Yeah. I can't do it there. Is that how you can dance? I always do it. 15 more seconds. Five, 3, 2, 1. Good. The light dumbbells up to the side, to the front. Control it on the way down. One more each of these, and then we have our lightning round. Just 30 seconds on everything. You could, but that actually reduces leverage. So yes, you could. If you want to make it harder for somebody, you could totally have to do it on their knees. All right, up to the side, to the front, and down. Get set. Go. Okay, sorry, you still really should have worn your shirt today because you see our hands. Here. Okay, turn around. I know that. sure. It's so apropos. 10 more seconds. By the way, Chris, your Christmas present showed up on my doorstep today, so you'll get it next week. And cut. Good. Do you hear me? Did you repeat it? Your Christmas present showed up on my doorstep today, so you'll get it next week. I thought it was going to beat you back from Florida, but it didn't. Okay. I got everybody things with attitude on them. Just, you know. Irina, thanks for your shirt. She'll appreciate it. I have fun shopping for all my girls. I had a lot of fun this year. Okay, so that was your break, Sarah. Now we're going back to the beginning. Oh, no. Toe taps. Hold on. Yeah, toe taps. Okay, get set. Then we're going through everything. And go.
Yeah, I like kick under the staff. Yeah. Do it like a double step. Like a double hop. I think the whole thing of like getting high enough because the steps are kind of extra high, like they're weird height. So I always end up kicking the bottom end of the step. Yeah, it works.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now that's beginning. 30 seconds on each. We were just doing 45 seconds. So now short period of time, one time during everything. Start with that heavy dumbbell, step up overhead press, and we need a mood music change here. So you start with your heavy dumbbell. Get set. Step up overhead press. Go. Yeah, so I came on last week. I'm sorry, I was talking about a drag show. I was like, really? You could say like 90s basketball game. And cut. Butt kickers, hands down, either slow or fast. And go. So when everybody starts to get wore out at the end, this is if you need a mood music change, put some peppier music on. Jock Jams is always a good go-to. Like springy. Wash your fingers springy. Oh yeah, bring it on. Yeah, we'll take yours. Cut. She starts doing her whole cheerleading routine. Dumbbell 50 squats, heavy dumbbell. Make sure the dumbbell stays up, elbows stay up, so that your chest stays up. Get set. 50s, go. Yeah. 5 seconds. 2, 1, good. Ankle squats, toe squats. Grab your toes all the way down, open up the hips. Use this at the end when your muscles are fully warmed up, hot, being used to really get an extra good stretch and train that range of motion properly. Get set, go. Yes. Yep, really press into those hips. When everything's hot like this, you can get a little bit lower When your muscles are warm, that's the best time to work on the actual flexibility. And then just make sure everything's tracking evenly. If you notice, like Kim, one of your hips is going lower than the other, really work on evening that out, pressing everything down and level. Now is the time to fix those things. Cut. Light dumbbells. Step up, knee pull with the light dumbbells. Get set. Go. Yes. Good. Yeah. Halfway. Cut. Sorry, that was not halfway. That was 22 seconds out of 30. All right. Oh, push up, tap, tap. Push up, tap, tap. Get set. Go. Eight seconds. Cut. Back up. Grab your light dumbbells up to the front, to the side, down. Keep everything extra tight. Pinch those shoulder blades back. Nice and controlled arm burnout here. Okay. Get set. Go. Up to the front, out to the side, control it on the way down. Yes. There's a door. Halfway. Three, two, one. Good. Down in a plank position. Walk it up, walk it down. Walk it up, walk it down. Get set. Go. Five seconds. Three, two, one. Good. Back up. Last two things. Dumbbells up to the side, to the front, down. Side, front, down. All right. Get set. Go. Up to the side, to the front, take it down. Yes, good. Good. Good control form. Yes. Ten more seconds.
3, 2, 1. Good. Perfect burnout, Addie. That is true burnout right there. Yes.
You can't move your arms anymore. You're like, that's your time. Toe taps. Either tap it out or jog it out. Get set.
Go. Scoot right up to this. Halfway. Hey! Yeah, you could have said right in that football game into a drag show. 3, 2, 1. Good. Down on the ground for abs.
Nice. All right. We're going to start out in an X out dead body position. And then from here, you're either going to just reach up and touch. So pull your right foot, left hand together, or more advanced. Keep this arm out for balance, whatever. Sit all the way up, pause at the top, squeeze everything together, and then back down. So either way, keep it nice and slow in between so your lower abs are engaged and doing the work. Either just crunch up and touch. You're not just touching your foot, by the way. This is not what's happening. Crunch. Or sit all the way up. We're going to do 30 seconds here. Get set. And go. Your pulse is fine. 5 seconds or 30 seconds your total. 1, good. Switch it up. Left foot, right hand. Get set. Go. Good. Eight more seconds. And 5. On your back. Legs are up in the air, Indian style. Yep. Hands behind your head. Crunch up from there. Go. Halfway. Keep your legs up. Bicycle crunch. Run the knees in and out. Go.
Ten more seconds. 3, 2,
1. Legs down on the ground, Indian style. Crunch up from there. Go. If you're Arena and you're a little psycho, likes to shame the other moms in the pool with their abs, you can add a weight to it.
3, 2, 1.
Hi. All right, we have a couple new stretches. Hold on. All right, so over. This is not stretching music, but I know. All right, so lay on your back on the ground. Pull one knee in and start out with it being in line with your hip. So you're starting out with your foot and your knee and your hip being in alignment. Grab right on your shin, right below the kneecap. And then from here, you're going to rotate your foot out and hold it there for about 2 or 3 seconds and bring it back in. Pull the hip in, rock it in and out, and then rotate. We're going to go through this a couple times and then we'll switch legs. So this is another really good one for the SI hip joint rotation, because your hip, just like your shoulder, is a ball and socket joint. So it gets so used to moving front to back, front to back, front to back, and even one side to the other, one side to the other. But what we're doing is we're working on those different little muscles that help it actually rotate, and all of those different ligaments that help it rotate within that ball and socket. And so we're keeping all of those ligaments and tendons and muscles strong to help all of that rotation. So we help prevent injury. Both your hands are on your knees. Yeah. Oh, your head. You can do whatever you want with your head. At least for your brows. All right, let's switch legs. So again, pull it in, start with everything in alignment. And then we're going to roll. So my right hip does not rotate. Oh, wait, this is my left hip. My left hip does not rotate as well as my right hip. And so this is something that I didn't know was my problem while I was doing all of my powerlifting training and then competing. And then when I got into actual sprinting, it got very apparent my hips are not even, and we have some issues with stability and alignment. And even after I would go to Chuck, I would go do a session with Chuck and then go to the track the next day, and then I would be bucked again. So all of this stuff is really, really important. The more you train and the harder you train and the more demand you put on your body, no matter what sport you're doing and what you're training for, you have to make sure that you're working the range of motion and doing all these different prehab things to allow your body to perform lifting heavier weights or pushing it harder and putting more pressure, literal pressure and impact on it. All right, then pull both of your knees in and then just kind of rock side to side here, stretch out the low back. Take both of your legs up and then just let them fall back, grab behind your ankles and calves. And then just kind of rock from side to side here too. Stretch out your low back and spine. Don't fall over. Good. Put them down, cross one ankle over your knee, and then grab with both hands behind that knee. And then just pull it in, rock it in. Switch sides, cross it, grab behind, pull it in, rock it in. Again, the hamstrings, the hips, and the low back are all connected. So if one's hurting, the entire chain of command is fucked up somewhere. Good. Sit it up. Feet out a little bit wider than hip width. Stretch up and then just allow everything to fall forward. We're not forcing the stretch forward. You're just falling over and melting into the ground. Good. Sit it up. Take one arm across your chest. Take it back behind. Stretch out your tricep. Take the other arm across. Take it back. Take both arms up, stretch it out side to side. Good. All right. Good workout. So next week we'll be on track, just continuing our lessons. And then at the end, just remember there's going to be 3 lessons in a row to make up for the one from last week. So that's going to be our agenda moving forward. If you guys have any questions, message us. Otherwise, it was good to see everybody. We'll see you guys later.